Who do you think works harder on the business?
Andrew, and Andrew would say Andrew, and I can't
Really?
say, I can't say it.
Do you get paid the same?
Well, yes, but we don't get paid in the.
No, but if you take a dividend out of the business, or however you look at it, do you spend the same amount of money on stuff?
Do we spend the same amount of money on stuff? I don't know. I think Andrew, but then whose stuff is it? If I buy a car, or if he buys a car, it's both of our car. So like, it doesn't really work that way at all. The person who wastes the most money is Andrew, but it's all in one. I'm not going to say where it is. Let's say it's all in one pot. I keep it next to my bed.
But what would happen if you started spending more money through the accounts that you have? Would he go, hey, what the hell?
At this point, it wouldn't matter. We have nothing left to buy. We discuss large purchases, and that's it. Real estate, hypercars, not supercars.
So he spends more money.
He spends more money.
He works more and brings more to the table, but you share money and kind of just...
He's addicted to cars. That's his only problem.
Yeah.
I'd have 7 or 8 cars if it were up to me.
When you were growing, though, in the earlier days, and you couldn't just buy a yacht, did you have like limits of how much you could take out? Like, would you have been able to just... Because if you're sharing money, you've got the business account, and you just said, I want to buy a yacht, but you couldn't really afford it. Maybe you could, and you would you be able to just go, I'm taking that to buy a yacht?
No, I mean, it's always been this way, and large purchases have changed from, a meal out to a super yacht. Large purchases back in the day were a lot smaller, but we've always discussed large purchases, and besides that, spend what you want.
Yeah.
And we've never really thought about it too much. I mean, you're asking questions that I've never thought about the answers to. And I can't really...
Do you know why, though? Because me and my brother are business partners.
Yeah.
So these are the stuff...
So you run it that way.
No, we're not. I haven't said anything. I've been asking questions.
I'm guessing. I'm inferring from your questions that one of you spends more than the other.
No, actually. But we've talked about it. We've got a setup. It's whereas I kind of sense that you just act and live. But it's worked,
We're together 7 days a week, almost 24 hours a day. So it's not like... I don't see him and I check the account and there's a bunch of money missing. It's like we go out, we go to a car garage, we buy this, we go to the yacht show, we purchase this. It almost everything is a joint decision.
I think you live together, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
So that kind of makes it a bit different. If you had your house, he had his house, you had your family in your house, and it might be a little different, maybe.
Maybe.
So it's very interesting.
We'll always live together.
Will you?
Yeah, forever.
That's really interesting.
I'm never not going to live with him. I can't.
Really?
Yeah.
What about if he decided that he didn't want to anymore?
He wouldn't.
Is that an agreement?
No, it's not even an agreement. He wouldn't. He would absolutely hate to not live with me. And I'd hate to not live with him.
Why, though? Is that because you get on or because you're valuable to each other in business?
No, it's because there are like... in movies when you have like 2 magical objects and you bring them together and that's where the magic happens, Every great idea we've ever